Hey guys, so tonight's video is going to be on what recognition is soon coming your way. And we have three different piles, pile 1, 2, and 3. This was actually a requested video, so thank you for the suggestion. And take a moment to take a few breaths, center your mind, listen to your intuition and your higher self for the pile you're most drawn to. And we're going to get started with pile 1. So for pile 1, this is a jade ring. And jade symbolizes abundance, prosperity, wealth, joy, luck, heart healing, and emotional healing. Drawing in the truly valuable is kind of what I'm feeling for this pile. So whatever is truly valuable to you. So these cards are going to be our advice cards. The Deer. When I lean on the faith of the universe, peace becomes real. When I lean towards love, I am led. So this may actually be a love reading. There may be recognition coming from a spouse of some sort in this pile. The Deer is representative of the mother and of the... gives me like a homemaker kind of type of feel to it. Someone very nurturing, caring, down to earth, humble, somebody very protective, loving, intuitive. Your ability to communicate benefits you immensely in your endeavor. So maybe there has been a lot of emotional things that have been being communicated back and forth, and there's a lot of luck on your side. There's a lot of prosperity coming your way. Your communication is really benefiting you a lot in this. And side message with this next card: teaching others is one of the most important and commendable positions, and also a great responsibility. So you may be teaching a spouse or a love partner, or it might be your children, it may be even students that you're teaching, and there's going to be some sort of recognition coming to you for your ability to communicate in a way that gets through to others. All your hard work is starting to pay off. No more worrying. Notice and celebrate your victories, even if small ones. It's a start. So, you know, you might recognize the recognition from others coming in a little more towards you as well if you were recognizing your own efforts and your own achievements and understanding all the hard work that you've put in and all the ways that it has already started to pay off. You notice patterns others miss. Connect the dots. Only you can. It will pay off. So there's something here that you might be missing, and this is telling you that you have the ability to see the deeper meaning behind things. You have the ability to spot things in a situation that will help you to be able to communicate in a way that can teach others, and that it's your responsibility to do this because you have the ability to do this. I feel like this is something you feel responsible to do. You feel like this is your purpose. This is the way that you need to do this. And others may not show a lot of support at times because they don't see the bigger picture like you do. They don't see all of these patterns and dots connecting the way that you do. But your hard work is going to pay off. Notice the ways that it already has, and it will help you to see the recognition from others as well. Your fiery nature inspires others to speak their truth and to follow their dreams. You are very sassy and competitive. You rise to any challenge. You express yourself very effectively. You communicate freely and put others at ease. You embrace yourself and others with ease. So you may also be a therapist of some kind, or some kind of healer in that manner, where you help people work through their emotional and mental issues or problems or pains or scars of the past, that you may help survivors no longer feel a sense of victimhood. You may help people to love themselves and appreciate themselves a little more, and You're somebody who doesn't back down. You're somebody who rises to any challenge and fights for what you want. You fight to speak your truth. You're somebody who may advocate for others as well, like in social work or in something along those lines. Oh, and we got the Queen of Pentacles. That's what I was thinking about when the Deer card came out, actually. Yeah, it's funny that I was talking about you helping others to leave behind the confusion of victimhood mentality, because this is about you teaching and bringing messages to others that help them to end the past pain, the hurts, the betrayals, the lies, the scars, to shed the burdens from that, to really feel they have everything that they need in and of themselves emotionally. And I think that you're going to get recognition for this very soon. You're somebody that helps others to see that when they fill themselves up with love, they are led down their true path. You're somebody who really has a lot of peace within you, a lot of nurturing and caring abilities. You're somebody who is very grounded, very humble, very reliable and trustworthy, honest, open, filled with integrity. Somebody very solid, stable, and grounded. Somebody who's very abundant, very lucky, very fertile. And if you don't have a strong, stable foundation, money wise or home wise, I think very soon you will have this. You're somebody that is very strong, very worthy, very valuable, and you will soon be shown recognition of your true value. I am going to grab the book for the Deer card and just see if there's any other messages here as well, because this is the advice that the universe has for you in this as well. Loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. The deer represents the feminine aspects of the earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures regardless of this gender, but it is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing and calm. Their inner beauty radiates, and a sense of grace calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them towards a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. So this situation calls for you to be gentle, compassionate, caring, understanding, to take into account the perceptions of all around you, but I think you're somebody who does that anyway. I think you're about to get recognition of your skills as a mother, or your skills as a teacher, your skills of being able to end conflicts, being able to end cycles of pain, being able to take up the responsibility to be emotionally fulfilled and to help others learn how to be emotionally fulfilled. I think your love and care is really what's going to be recognized the most. Receptive, compassionate, and nurturing. You're somebody who's open, caring, compassionate, nurturing, understanding. When out of balance, you can become concerned or overprotective. To bring into balance, be around children and play and enjoy life, or to go out into nature and really get in touch with your true self. Somebody who's very at peace and doesn't need to control things. So, anyway, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear your feedback in the comments below, or if you have a suggestion for another video, I'd love to hear that as well. Oh, and I just wanted to say thank you for all the subscribers I've gotten over the last month as well. It's been pretty amazing to see that. So thank you. And we're on to pile 2. So for pile 2, I think you're somebody who's very knowing, very knowledgeable, somebody who really understands things at a deeper meaning, somebody very intelligent, intellectual, somebody who communicates very effectively. You may be somebody who writes a lot, somebody who speaks a lot, somebody who is in the public eye a lot, possibly even as well. You're somebody who has a lot of wisdom, a lot of the ability to guide others, somebody who really very effectively communicates to bring about a sense of calm and peace and harmony, somebody who opens up and enlightens others, who brings awareness and understanding to a situation. perceptions that others may not have noticed or realized. Somebody who really brings clarity to things. And so, for your advice cards, we have the Cosmic Egg, which is a spirit card. Those are one of the bonus cards in this deck. We have true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. I am the loving energy of the universe. So there's a lot of blue here as well, which is all about communication. You're somebody who really communicates very effectively, and it brings this peace and this calming effect to others. This just like floating in the sky kind of feeling, like nothing could go wrong. And there may be some triggers going on within you right now, and there's a need to really understand exactly what is causing any anxiety, fear, any kind of upset that you might be going through, any kind of self-confidence issues or self-worth or any kind of feelings like things aren't going to work out. There's a need to really dive deeper into these feelings to understand and see where they truly come from, and to, if it's something that happened in your childhood, to reparent yourself would be a good idea. There's a lot of those videos on YouTube to help you reparent yourself, to rewire your thinking even. Affirmations daily in the mirror will help you to learn that greater love for yourself, to really be able to look yourself in the eyes and tell yourself that you love yourself and that you're worthy and that your dreams will come true. And to not look away is a big accomplishment, trust me on that. Understanding that you are the loving energy of the universe and you have a lot to offer everybody in it is really a good start for you as well. And so we have, you need to start showing your hard work to others. With attention comes recognition. No more invisibility. No more. It is really hard to come out of that invisible shell we build around ourselves to protect ourselves, because the only time anybody notices us, it's bad, you know, in some bad way. I've been there myself. Trust me, with my history of being molested by a few different people and also sexually assaulted by a few different people. I developed a habit of becoming very invisible to others. I didn't really want to be seen by anybody. First off, the shame in that, right? The shame, the guilt, the hurt, the pain, the not wanting others to notice me and do the same thing to me. And really, all I did in becoming invisible was attract in more of that energy to myself, because the invisible ones are the ones that you can prey on easier, because nobody's going to find out about it as easily, because nobody sees the invisible people, right? With attention comes recognition. You got to put yourself out there. You got to start being noticed by others. You got to be okay with others noticing you, with others taking appreciation in your work. Take those compliments to heart, and don't allow your mind to talk you out of appreciating them, noticing them, and really stepping into your power and speaking your truth to others. Don't keep your messages inside yourself, because you have something really amazing to bring to this world. You have a whole new world to open up for others. Trust your instincts. If they don't recognize what they have, show them. And if they still don't, move on. Damn straight. Don't ever accept less than what you are worthy of. You are somebody who can really do something amazing in your life. You have no need to stick around for people that aren't going to show you your worth, that aren't going to treat you how you're worthy of being treated. People who aren't going to recognize your skills and recognize what you bring to the table, but give them a chance to first. Because if you're somebody who's been invisible for a very long time, if you've let others take recognition for the things you've done, or if you've let others be seen over the top of you rather than risking your own neck, take the time to put your neck out there and show people what you have to offer. My ex right now is actually in his work finally telling people what he's worth and what he expects in return for his work. And he's finally putting himself out there. He talked to his bosses about getting a 7 to 10% raise instead of the 3% cost of living raise, which is the highest raise they usually give to people. And he did get the highest, and he was grateful for it, and he told him that. But at the same time, he feels like he deserves more at this point. He's been working there for 6 years, and they're starting to hire people for making what he is now. And it's not necessarily about the money, but it is about showing what he means to them, because he's offered a lot to the table. He does a lot of the management jobs. He takes the keys when they aren't around. He trains the new employees. He does a lot of extra things that he doesn't have to do, and he builds up morale and teamwork, and he inspires others to believe in what they're working towards at that place. And he does deserve more than what he's getting. And he took it out on other people in his life at one point because he was not getting what he was feeling he deserved in that place. So he didn't realize that he was in other places in his life, and he took it out on the safe places. You know, if you go through that invisibility for long enough, you start to take it out on the people who really were there to support you and care for you throughout the entire process of all the pain you were receiving from the people who didn't recognize you. Almost to the finish line. Don't give in now. You have what it takes. And you have what it takes to do this. You have what it takes to stand up, to fight for what you're worth, and to walk away if people aren't willing to give it to you, whether that's in a work situation or a home situation. People are starting, or even a friendship situation. People are starting to think and talk of you in a very good way. So people do see you. They're finally starting to see you. If you've been invisible in the past, they're starting to see you. They're starting to think of you in a very high way. They're starting to talk about you in a very good way. They're starting to realize just how much you are worth. And all it takes is you putting yourself out there to gain that recognition at this point. Sometimes you have to let people know that you need that recognition from them as well, because sometimes people are just so busy with their own crap that they don't even see that you might not see your worth and value. And you don't necessarily have to show that to them, that you don't see that. You don't have to show that to anybody if you don't want to. Sometimes it can be a very vulnerable thing to open up and show people that you might not be feeling valuable. You might not be feeling like people love you or care about you, but people do. More people than you realize. Think about the movie It's a Wonderful Life. This explains why I was thinking about this when I was putting the cards out in the reading earlier. Because that man did not see just how much he meant to everyone in his life until he was shown. Don't make the universe show you. Take the power and control back into your own hands. And know your value. And don't accept less. And once people are starting to recognize you, see that too. Don't let that go unnoticed either. You've worked hard for this. Don't be afraid to shed the mask and to show your true self. You are building success, slowly but surely. And so that recognition may not fully be here yet, but it is coming to you. Have patience and trust and faith. You are full of life, adventure, and courage. You have a way with written words. Know your power. Possibly an automatic writer. And what's really funny about this is I was actually thinking of you, Nunu James, when I when I did this pile specifically. And I haven't looked at the cards in any way. But if you picked this pile, let me know, because you were just talking about being a writer in that last post as well in your comments. This was the video suggested by Nunu James, so thank you for the suggestion, Nunu, and I hope you enjoy this reading, and I hope you pick this one. Recognition may come in unexpected ways. Release your expectations. So you might be expecting something to happen in a certain way or in a certain manner or certain people to notice. But it may be different people than you're expecting to notice. It may be a different way that you get recognized. It may be a different area. Say if you're writing a book, it may not be published right away or recognized right away, but you may start a blog on the side and maybe that'll get recognized, and then from that your book can gain traction. Or if you're writing on a social media platform and you're not quite getting the recognition you're wanting there, and that's what you're looking for, you may actually find a different way for your communication or for your writing to get you recognized. And if this is in a relationship way, writing someone a letter to express your truth and your feelings and what you really need to say. Maybe you didn't recognize somebody else's worth or value for a long time as well. And maybe putting that down in writing and how much this person means to you may really help in this situation. Kind of felt led to say that for some reason. You have many gifts locked inside. Find the key to bring them out. It's inside of you. You are able to take the road less traveled. Oh, shit. So, when I was doing this reading as well, one of my other charms actually ended up left under the bed underneath, or on the bed underneath me. And I found it when I came back because I went to go get a drink before I started. And it was, "There is pleasure in the pathless woods," Lord Byron. And so, it makes me think of Robert Frost as well. Maybe you write poetry as well. Or maybe you've never thought of doing that before, and maybe that's the way you'll get recognized. Who knows? So, anyway, you're somebody who really is able to go on a path that's less taken, somebody who's able to, navigate tricky situations, somebody who's able to adapt and be flexible in new situations, somebody who's able to live your truth fully and completely, somebody who could be a gypsy if you wanted to, somebody who really is able to grab life by the horns and is able to go out there into the unknown with faith, persistence, and determination and build something amazing from that. And people maybe really recognize and appreciate your ability to do that as well. So there may be some indecision here, but it's only based off of all the hardships that you've been through. You're somebody who may have gone through a lot or is going through a lot currently, who has really put in all this work and effort towards growing, towards building, towards overcoming obstacles, towards finally following and getting in touch with your intuition and being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And you've been going for so long, and you may be feeling at this point of giving up, but don't do that. Have hope and faith and see the light even in the darkest of times. Trust that your dreams will come true. There is this brand new beginning coming for you. There's this passion, this creativity, this new perspective, this new understanding, this new road, and this new desire and journey that you're going on. And it's coming up